Hello, future biologists. Welcome to an exciting journey into the world of aids to health. Today, we are diving deep into a fascinating topic, immunity, its concept and importance. Have you ever wondered how your body fights off those nasty germs? We'll uncover the secrets of your body's amazing defense system. We'll start with the basics, then gradually explore more complex aspects, making sure you grasp every detail. Get ready to understand why staying healthy is not just about luck, but about a powerful system working tirelessly inside you. Ready to discover your body's superpower? Let's start with the easy stuff about immunity. Imagine your body has its own personal security guards, always on duty. That's essentially what immunity is. It's your body's incredible ability to defend itself against all sorts of bad guys, like tiny germs, bacteria, viruses, fungi, and other harmful substances that try to make you sick. This defense system is constantly working to keep you safe and healthy. It's like having an invisible shield protecting you from the inside out, making sure you can go about your day without constantly worrying about getting sick. So, how does this amazing system work? When these bad guys or germs try to invade, your immune system quickly recognizes them as foreign. It then mobilizes special cells and proteins to destroy these invaders before they can cause harm. Why is this so important? Well, without immunity, you'd be constantly ill from every germ you encounter. A strong immune system not only prevents many diseases but also helps you recover faster when you do get sick. Think about chickenpox. Most people only get it once because their body remembers the virus and fights it off quickly if it tries to return. Now, it's time to test your understanding of the basics. Take a moment to think about these questions. What is the basic definition of immunity? Can you give one reason why immunity is important for your health? And finally, explain, with an example, how your body remembers past infections. Pause the video if you need more time to formulate your answers. Good luck! Alright, let's level up. We are going to dive a bit deeper into the different types of immunity and how they operate. Immunity, at its core, is your body's biological resistance to infectious diseases caused by pathogens and other harmful foreign substances. It's not just a single thing, but a vast, complex network of specialized cells, tissues, and organs, all collaborating to identify and eliminate threats. This intricate system is what allows you to fight off colds, recover from injuries, and stay healthy day after day. It's a testament to the incredible design of the human body, constantly adapting and protecting you from a world full of potential dangers. Your immune system operates through two primary types, innate and acquired. Innate immunity is the defense you're born with, a general, non-specific protection like your skin, tears, or stomach acid. It's your body's immediate, first line of defense against common threats. Acquired immunity, on the other hand, develops over time. It's highly specific, meaning it learns to target particular pathogens. The amazing part? It has a memory. It remembers past invaders, allowing for a faster and stronger response if it encounters them again. This memory is key to long-term protection. So, while innate immunity provides immediate, broad protection, acquired immunity offers a more targeted and memory-based defense. Innate immunity involves physical barriers and general-purpose white blood cells that engulf invaders indiscriminately. Acquired immunity, however, uses specialized white blood cells called lymphocytes, B cells and T cells that learn to recognize and fight specific pathogens. This dual approach ensures comprehensive protection, from the initial general defense to a highly targeted, remembered response. Understanding these differences helps us appreciate the complexity and efficiency of our immune system. Time to reinforce your knowledge with some medium-level questions. Define immunity in your own words. Can you name the two main types of immunity? How would you differentiate between innate and acquired immunity? Provide 2 examples of how innate immunity protects your body. And finally, why is the memory feature of acquired immunity so important? Take your time, think critically, and try to elaborate on your answers. Now, let's challenge ourselves further. We'll explore the sophisticated details of immunity, differentiating its types and linking them to real-world applications. Immunity is truly a multi-layered biological defense. It's not just about fighting germs, but about recognizing self from non-self and deploying specific mechanisms to eliminate foreign substances, known as antigens. Innate immunity, your immediate, non-specific defense, includes physical barriers like skin, chemical barriers such as stomach acid, and cellular defenders like phagocytes which engulf pathogens. It also initiates inflammation, a vital localized response to contain infection. This system is always on guard, providing rapid protection without needing prior exposure to a specific threat, acting as your body's ever-vigilant first responder. Acquired immunity, in contrast, is highly specific and has a remarkable memory. It's mediated by lymphocytes. B cells produce antibodies that specifically bind to antigens, while T cells directly attack infected cells or regulate immune responses. This memory allows for a much faster and stronger response upon subsequent encounters with the same pathogen. Acquired immunity can be active, where your body produces its own antibodies, either from an infection or a vaccine, offering long-lasting protection. Or it can be passive, where antibodies are transferred, like from a mother to her baby, providing immediate but temporary defense. These distinct types work together, forming a robust and adaptable shield. The importance of immunity extends far beyond individual health. A strong immune system is paramount for preventing a vast array of infectious diseases. On a global scale, it underpins the success of public health initiatives like vaccination programs. Vaccinations induce artificial active immunity, teaching your body to fight specific pathogens without experiencing the full disease. This not only protects the vaccinated individual but also contributes to herd immunity, where a significant portion of the population is immune, making it harder for diseases to spread. Understanding these mechanisms helps us appreciate how immunity safeguards both personal well-being and community health, making it a cornerstone of modern medicine. It's time for some hard-level questions to solidify your understanding. Define innate immunity and list 2 of its key components. Explain the roles of B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes in acquired immunity. Differentiate between active and passive immunity, providing an example for each. How does immunological memory contribute to long-term protection? Describe the process of inflammation. Why are vaccination programs crucial? And what's the primary difference in specificity between innate and acquired immunity? Challenge yourself to provide detailed answers. All right, super learners, get ready. We are now entering the hardest level, where we'll explore immunity with competitive depth and even touch upon engineering insights. Let's push our understanding to its limits. Immunity is not merely a defense, it's a sophisticated homeostatic mechanism. It's the biological process by which organisms protect themselves from disease, involving a highly integrated network that meticulously distinguishes self from non-self. This system employs both immediate, non-specific innate defenses and highly specific, memory-based acquired responses. Innate immunity, our immediate arsenal, includes physical barriers like skin and mucous membranes, chemical barriers such as stomach acid and lysozyme, and cellular components like phagocytes and natural killer cells. These components work in concert with soluble factors like the complement system and interference, orchestrating responses like inflammation to rapidly contain and neutralize threats. Acquired immunity, with its hallmarks of specificity and memory, operates through 2 main branches. Humoral immunity, mediated by B lymphocytes, involves the production of antibodies that neutralize toxins, opsonize pathogens for phagocytosis, and activate the complement system. Cell-mediated immunity, driven by T lymphocytes, sees cytotoxic T cells directly killing infected or cancerous cells, while helper T cells orchestrate the entire immune response by activating other immune cells. The development of long-lived memory cells after initial exposure is the foundation of vaccination, enabling a faster and more potent secondary response upon re-encountering a pathogen. This intricate system is a marvel of biological engineering. However, this sophisticated system isn't infallible. Dysfunctions can lead to various pathologies. Hypersensitivity reactions, or allergies, are an overreaction to harmless antigens, like pollen. Autoimmune diseases occur when the immune system mistakenly attacks self-tissues, such as in type 1 diabetes. Immunodeficiency, either congenital or acquired, impairs the immune response, making individuals highly susceptible to infections and certain cancers, as seen in AIDS. Understanding these dysfunctions is critical for developing treatments and improving quality of life. The delicate balance of immune regulation is essential for health, and its disruption can have profound consequences, highlighting the complexity of its biological classification and function. The deep understanding of immunity has paved the way for groundbreaking engineering insights and modern immunotherapy. Vaccine technology has evolved from traditional attenuated vaccines to cutting-edge mRNA vaccines, all designed to safely induce robust immunological memory. Monoclonal antibodies, genetically engineered to specifically target disease-causing molecules, are now used in diagnostics and therapies for cancer and autoimmune diseases. Furthermore, immunotherapies like checkpoint inhibitors and CAR T-cell therapy are revolutionizing cancer treatment by harnessing the patient's own immune system. These advancements showcase how biological knowledge can be engineered into life-saving medical interventions, constantly improving human health and extending our understanding of the body's incredible defense mechanisms. All right, here are the first 5 challenging questions for you. Explain how the complement system contributes to innate immunity. Differentiate between humoral and cell-mediated immunity, specifying the primary cell types involved. Describe the role of natural killer cells in the immune response. How do helper T cells orchestrate the overall acquired immune response? And elaborate on the concept of immunological memory and its significance in vaccination. These questions require comprehensive, analytical answers. Take your time to formulate them carefully. Let's continue with the remaining 5 hardest questions. Provide examples of 2 distinct immune system dysfunctions and briefly explain their underlying mechanism. Discuss the application of monoclonal antibodies in modern medicine, citing at least one example. What is the difference between a primary and a secondary immune response? Explain how physical and chemical barriers form the first line of defense in innate immunity. And finally, why is self-tolerance a critical feature of a healthy immune system? These questions push you to connect various concepts and think critically about the broader implications of immunity. And that brings us to the end of our incredibly detailed exploration of immunity, concept and importance. I hope you've gained a profound understanding of how your body valiantly defends itself against a myriad of threats. Remember, learning doesn't stop here. To further enhance your knowledge, access more detailed study materials, practice questions, and interactive lessons on this topic and many others by visiting synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting educational content. Keep learning, keep exploring, and keep your curiosity alive. See you in the next session.